This is my informative speech of Scott and Helen Nearing. The ideas of Scott and Helen Nearing are that they chose to live off the grid, and they have taught people of today's society even how to live truly off the grid. The vision for them was to first be economic, the second one was for hygienic purposes, and the third was social and ethical purposes. Implementing this vision for them, they set up a self-contained household unit, sort of like the tiny houses of today. This is back in the 50s or 60s, I believe, and they lived off the land by only planting things that they could eat and sell. That was it. They didn't have jobs. They didn't require any wages. Financial operations were on a cash and carry-out basis only. Therefore, they had no bank accounts. They didn't have any type of mortgages, interest, notes, IOUs, nothing. They worked out co-op arrangements for anything that they might need, such as crops or if they needed any additional water. Any garden or surpluses were shared amongst the neighbors, that way that they could keep the entire land flowing this way. They kept no animals. They didn't want any slaughtering of cows, cattle, chickens, nothing. There was no waste over the money-making buildings. What they did, if things started to fall down and become dilapidated, they would just tear it down completely and rebuild it. The permanent housing sites that they chose were on large properties for gardens. They would also pick out another home that they would build themselves. Not really a home, but more just a wooden construction to house the wood that they planned to use in the future if they needed it. It would keep it dry for seasons. They also would make arrangements with good gravel and sand companies in order to, because certain things that they would build would require those, and they would need a business with those set up. But that was basically it. So in conclusion, the people in today's society are beginning to implement the ideas of the Nearings by building the tiny houses off the grid. You can find them anywhere now. You can find them in the United States. You can find them over in Japan a lot now. It's taken many years for the trend to become something that society wants to accomplish, from the young to the old. It's something I'd be interested in after I retire. Simply put, if people would conform to this type of lifestyle, they're not only more physically productive, but they live quality lives rather than quality lives with purpose, and spend more quality time with their families. This couple, the Nearings, they lived to be in their 90s, and they didn't die from stress. She died from a car accident, and he died, I believe, from old age.